And so we got the Twitch instead of YouTube.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. I was like, man, fuck that YouTube game. I'm going to Twitch. Twitch seems much easier. And then I got to Twitch and they were like, yeah, in order to be successful on Twitch, you have to do valuable YouTube content. And I was like, fuck.
I've heard the opposite for a lot. I've heard it's harder to get to go from YouTube to Twitch than it is from Twitch to YouTube.
It's so the deal is that Twitch has zero discoverability. So if you turn on your stream with the exception of very, very niche categories which have their own forms of growth to with a very specific ceiling, it's very, very hard to get any sort of traction or motion on Twitch. Because people are coming in so slowly that often many of them they're often leaving quicker than they can come in. Unless your content is literally the best on the platform, and likely because it is competitive, it isn't, right? I feel like the content I make, this 24-hour stream, I've been having literally some of the most fun of my life, and yet there's still content that's blowing it out of the water as far as pure Twitch content compared to me. But turns out if you build value on other platforms where there is discoverability. There's things like, Twitter has an algorithm, YouTube has an algorithm, Instagram has an algorithm to get your shit in front of people's eyeballs. Twitch has no algorithm. Twitch has no way of filtering you out based on the quality of your content. Zero way. No streaming platform does right now. And so with YouTube, you have a way of getting eyes on your content. And then you have a way of conversion. You can say, hey guys, I do this live. You can talk to me one-on-one. And that blows people's minds.
Yeah.
And so all of the top creators right now that are maintaining their top creator status are going ham on YouTube, going ham on Twitter, going ham on Instagram. Harris Heller, for example, one of my favorite examples always. He was doing 5 to 10 viewers for like a year and a half, 2 years. And he starts making YouTube videos and they're shit. They were garbage and he got like no views on them. But then he kept making YouTube videos and then he decided, he had experience in the world of video production because he used to, before he was into streaming, he actually used to make music videos with his wife and they were actually really, really successful. To the point where his wife had more, I think might still have more YouTube subscribers than him, even though she doesn't make YouTube videos anymore. And so he's like, he knew cameras, he knew audio, he knew the things, most Twitch streams back, 2 years ago even, looked like yours, looked like you right now. It was a high quality webcam maybe, and good audio maybe, and that was the absolute tip top of production quality. And then he introduced like, hey guys, what if we started using really nice cameras and really nice audio, and you just started making little tweaks to bring your production quality up? And people ate that shit up, and his YouTube videos blew up. And then this year he crossed 100,000 subscribers. You know how many subscribers he's at now?
300.
He's at 300,000 subscribers right now.
Holy shit,
he has grown like 225,000 YouTube subscribers this year or something like that. And his Twitch has gone from, I think, 250 when I discovered Harris Heller, he was at 250 average viewers for Twitch. He's now at over 1,000 in less than a year. Just because he's been bringing valuable, like, that didn't come from being in the just chatting category with 200 viewers. That came from him. That came from every single person's come from the YouTube channel. Every single person has come from his YouTube channel. And the same thing is true of Sam Woodhall, and the same thing is true of just about anybody you find who's crossed into, like, even the Twitch partner range. Even the 75 average viewer range. Very, very few creators today got to 75 average viewers just from Twitch. Very few, like less than 1%. So sorry I went on that rant there, but
oh, you're good.
I just want to talk a little bit about Twitch and how the discoverability is non-existent. And that's what's brought me up. You know, I used to be 5 viewer Andy, and I have a very humble YouTube following right now, but just partly YouTube, partly networking. with Sam, and I was in an Epos Vox video. One of my 9-month subscribers, his name is Gavin, came from that Epos Vox video. Tons of people have come over because of the content clinic, and I'm making YouTube videos for the content clinic, and that's bringing people in. And so creating value in people's lives is what's bringing me a Twitch following, not fucking streaming on Twitch.
It all comes eventually, basically.
Yes,
like,
yes.
With when you make the adjustments you have to make, or need to make, not really have to make.
Right. And I like to think of it like this. The saying is, if you build it, they will come. Right.
Yeah.
And that's true of content, I think, as well. The problem with Twitch is that you're not really building anything because live content is only live. Right.
Yeah.
Nobody watches Twitch VODs. That's just not part of the culture. And there's no discoverability with Twitch VODs and all the other problems. So it's kind of like it'd be building your foundation on sand, and it just gets whisked away. Whereas if you build a foundation somewhere else on YouTube and somewhere else and build the foundation there, build Twitch on top of that, then suddenly you're working with something. Then suddenly you're working with something. So